Okay, so obviously yesterday was quite a controversial day for me as far as my upload went. And I wanted to sort of say that this is the last time I'm going to talk about this because I wanted to give you an insight into the development that has happened since that video, and also just to let you know that at the end of this video there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's all good news. So yeah, as a lot of you know, there's been a massive backlash on Biblical Reaper for his COD 2015 news videos. Myself, sort of one of those included, but not necessarily. The whole reason I did it was because I wanted to play devil's advocate. And do you know what? Full respect to everybody who watched that video. Well, most of the people who watched that video kind of got that, you know. They got the fact that I wasn't being sort of jumping on the bandwagon of hate, because there has been a lot of hate videos directed towards him. There's been a lot of maliciousness, some pure evil, and some, you know, just people just genuinely finding it distasteful. And I wanted to be in the middle of that because, as I said in the video, you know, I'm a friend to Biblical Reaper. I like the guy, but I want to give some healthy advice and let people know who don't understand why this backlash is happening. So that was why I did it. Now, in the video, towards the end of the video, I sort of made a few points towards Reaper because I knew he would watch it, but I made a few points about what he could possibly do to stop this backlash happening and what I think is the worst about it. And one of the worst things I found about it was the fact that he was deleting comments and blocking people who dared to say anything against him. Now, I said before, and I said in the video yesterday, you know, comments are valuable. This is your customer base. You are the supplier of content. You need to listen to people's feedback. Now, let's take feedback for instance. Now, myself, I think it was about 3 videos ago, somebody left a comment on one of my videos and said, look, the whole apocalypse done thing when you finish your video, you're at 27,000 subscribers nearly. Do you feel the need to say it still? It's probably a little bit cheesy. Maybe you should not use it anymore. And I thought, okay, feedback. I'll put that to the test. So in the following 2 videos, I proceeded not to say apocalypse done when I finished. I finished the video, I didn't say those words, and it wasn't long before people came on and said, where is it? Where's the apocalypse done? I don't feel like I'm watching an apocalypse video. This is weird. You need to bring it back. I need the apocalypse done at the end of the video, because the whole reason why I started doing that was because it was just the end of the video, you know. Fredo finishes a video and he says, my name is Fredo, I don't do outros. Boom, finished. Thunder finishes the video, he says, don't forget to titty smack that like button. It's the end of the video, you know it's the end of that video. So that was why I did Apocalypse done. Apocalypse done, finished, nothing else to say. There's not going to be any continuation after, apart from maybe a feature showing what my last video was. But no words will come out of my mouth. But I took both sets of feedback and I used them. Now, the only kind of feedback I ever delete and people I block is when it's malicious, when it's nothing there to help me or to help me progress, or, you know, anything that can incite thought. If it's something like, I hope your daughter burns in a fire, or I hope you get cancer, it's blocked, okay? It's as simple as that. It's non-productive, it's nonsensical, and it will go. And that person will be removed from the building, essentially. So that's why I block people, and that's the only time I block people. But, you know, the message at the end of my video was, look, Reaper, you can't just block people if they have an opinion about it. It's wrong. You need to listen to what your people have to say. Now, the progression from that video yesterday was, as I expected, I got a direct message on Twitter from Reaper, and I won't, you know, enclose the conversation that happened or what he had to say, but basically he acknowledged it, he acknowledged the video, he saw there was no malicious intent there, but he kind of stated why he does what he does and what he's going to be doing in the future. And my response to it was, look, fair enough, whatever, you know, you do what you gotta do, but don't forget the people who put you where you are, who loved you for what you essentially did in the first place, they want to see that person back. I would like to see that person back. Just something to think about. And then he came back with another response that made me sort of feel like he didn't really listen to what I was saying, and he'd sort of, it's like putting your fingers in your ears and saying, la 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 la, I'm not listening, la 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 la, you know, that sort of thing. And I thought, okay, whatever. So last night I was having a look through my uploads on my subscriptions, and there was a video uploaded from Biblical Reaper. And it was COD 2015 news, leaks, rumours, images, news. Oh god, okay, fair enough. He's doing it again, but you know, I'll have a look and I'll see what the outcome of that is. So I clicked on the video and I saw the like to dislike ratio. First thing I noticed was something he said at the beginning, which absolutely blew me away. when you know, he starts the video off very quickly and he goes straight into it. You know, Frank Woods, blah, blah, blah. There's no intro or anything, but he said, watch the video, let's go for the tweets and the likes. I want to go for 1,500 likes like I do on every video or something like that. And I was like, shit, bloody hell, 15, I don't think I've ever had 1,500 likes on a video. That is insane. I think the most I've done is about 1,100, and that was like quite a big video of mine. So yeah, I was quite shocked about that. But I looked at the like to dislike ratio, and yet again there they were, you know, quite a lot of likes, but quite a lot of dislikes as well, quite a mountain of dislikes. So I thought, let's see if he's listened to what I've got to say. And I scanned down in the comment section, and you know, the first 20 comments I think was him sort of spamming it out, you know, Biblical Reaper images, Biblical Reaper intros, Biblical Reaper discussion, Biblical Reaper, Biblical Reaper, Biblical Reaper. And then after that it was, great video mate, great video, awesome, thanks for the news, will it be a Black Ops 3 zombies, what about Modern Warfare 4, what happened to these people, they can't do it, they're all dead, thanks for keeping me up to date, etc, etc, etc. And there was absolutely nothing of a negative nature there, which says to me that he absolutely didn't listen to anything I have to say, he didn't listen to anything anybody else has had to say, because there's about 70 videos of this out there, and no instruction taken, no feedback listened to. He just went ahead and did what he did and carried on. And I made a big decision after that, and that decision was, boom, unsubscribe, boom, unfollow on Twitter, boom, I don't want anything to do with that anymore, or that person. And I'm sorry to say that, but if you don't listen to people who, you know, you could probably class as your friends as far as friends go in this internet thing, then there's a problem. Now take me for instance. I like a drink. You guys know that I like a drink, but when I was younger, I acquired a taste for whiskey. I used to love whiskey. I liked the sharpness, the bitterness and the kick of it. Now, when I used to be out with friends and I used to have a couple of shots of whiskey, I would go from being the kind of guy who would have fun, mess about, jovial, banter, chasing the ladies, I would turn into aggressive beast. You know, I would be horrible. I would speak to people awful. I would get unpleasant towards people who were in the same vicinity as me, and I'd do things like go to the toilet and try to tighten my shoelace, snap my shoelace and kick a sink off the wall and flood the toilet. And when the bouncer came in to sort of, you know, question what I'd done, I'd headbutt him or something like that. I just turned into a fucking awful, malicious, malignant person. And it wasn't very long before my friends started to notice this, and they noticed the pattern. When he has whiskey, he turns into a prick. So they pulled me about it, and they said, look, we seriously need to have a chat with you. You know, every time we go out, you ruin the night and you create an atmosphere by drinking whiskey. Can you please stop drinking whiskey? That is all we ask. Drink beer. You're fine with beer. You're fun. You know, but it's going to get to the point where we don't want to invite you out and you're going to start losing friends. I took that advice and I ran. Okay, I never drank whiskey since that day, and I'm going back about 15-16 years ago. Whiskey was out of my life. Biblical Reaper is still, as far as I'm concerned, drinking whiskey, and the fact of the matter is, I don't want to drink with him anymore. Now, the good thing that's come out of this is that watching these videos over the last few days and sort of watching his and what's going on, it's really inspired me, and it's given me a fresh outlook on YouTube. And as you'll probably noticed, I've been a bit more regular with my uploads and making the time, because I'm feeling better about it. I'm feeling better about what I do. It's innocent, you know. I'm still a content creator. I don't really do anything cheap. I do things that people want to see. And yes, his videos may get more views than me. That's fine. I don't mind. I like my subscriber base, and I'm not going to go blocking anybody who has any feedback to say to me, because as long as I'm giving out the entertainment that's there, I'm doing something right. So all I can say about it is, I wish him the best of luck for the future, and I hope everything works out for him, and I hope it doesn't turn around and bite him on the arse. But I do want to thank him, and I want to thank him for giving me that inspiration and for giving me that drive and love for doing this again. So every cloud has a silver lining. Thanks for watching, guys. Apocalypse done.